Holy shit, I'm like this close to doing the splits. I've never been that close before. Ramen time. This is my food. Now we're gonna go to Chiba for the RedBull air race. We are with Kay from RedBull, the usual Emily. And who are you?
Oh, I'm Ashley from Australia.
And we've met Ashley in like, we never met on purpose. We always ran into each other in like different countries.
So where was it? It was Santorini, Singapore, Japan, Morocco, and the Netherlands.
That's pretty intense.
And only three of them have been parkour events, and then the other two have been totally random, like, oh, we're in the same country, alright, cool, like, let's catch up.
Oh, we forgot to say you do free running and parkour.
Yeah. Which probably most people know that already that have met me.
So you travel so much, how does that work?
Well, I usually work 3 months and then I take 5 months of traveling. Some of the jobs I do is like seasonal work. I'll build circus tents, and then when I'm on the road traveling, I'll redesign people's living space. Did some other stuff with parkour communities, like building for love of movement. You know, anything I can physically do is my thing. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Who the fuck is that?
Today is Friday and the preparation for the weekend. There will be a huge event here in Chiba where airplanes race through the sky for their fastest time, the RedBull Air Race. We're kind of the side act of the whole thing. While the races are not going on, the local freerunners and I will be doing free running performances. So we have this really cool setup to play on, and now we're gonna get comfortable with it, figure out our choreography so we can do shows of the next 2 days. And I need some better shoes to do that.
Killed to the death, I never sprained out of eating still, oh goddamn. Goddamn.
So windy out here, so let me go in here and explain to you guys what's happening. Right now we're finalizing the choreography for tomorrow. Luckily Zen is doing most of the work because they've been actually working on it for a few days, and I just have a little part of the performance as a special guest. But this really reminds me of the work I did when I was kind of 16 to 20. we were doing a lot of parkour shows, because back then parkour was kind of this hot, exciting new things, and a lot of corporate clients wanted to show it off when they present their new product, show off their new car. So we were actually making most of our money doing these kind of performances, a lot of them at events like this. And I learned a lot of important lessons doing these shows, because doing a parkour video or doing parkour for yourself is completely different than doing it for an audience. There's two main things you have to understand to make a good choreography. The first thing is what actually looks impressive to the everyday person, because a lot of tricks that are very difficult and technical will impress other freerunners, but the everyday person will look at it and be like, well, that was easy, because we make it look easy. But there are some key tricks that will impress every person, which are wall flips, standing back tucks, jumping over several people. There's these kind of almost standard elements you can use that will always impress the everyday person. And luckily, a lot of them are easier than what will impress other freerunners. So that is good, and I think that's something that we learned really quick. When we were doing our first shows, we would do our most difficult jump and nobody would give a fuck. The audience would be silent. And then we do a trick that was easy to us and everybody be like, what the fuck, how did you do that? How's that possible? You just did a standing backflip, whoa. And we kind of realized, oh wow. So let's get rid of the shit that is actually difficult to us and let's focus on the stuff that is impressive to the audience. So that was a very, very key lesson that we learned doing a lot of performances, and that then also translated into videos and storytelling and everything else I did afterwards. The second thing is storytelling and rhythm. You don't want to do your best trick at the very beginning of the show. You kind of need a little bit of a flow and you need a very good timing, because if you do things too fast, the audience will not understand what you just did. So there's a lot of storytelling you have to do. You want to set up a trick. You want to walk up to a trick and look at it and make people realize what you're about to do. Then you want to actually do it, and then you want to give the audience time to celebrate what you just did. So there's a lot of storytelling, choreography, things you can do as a group, establishing the different people, and then finishing off with the highlight of the show. So that is very key storytelling, where you always want to introduce a new element. You always want to keep surprising and doing something new, and then have a grand finale. That is some of the key things we learned, and you can you learn those things pretty quick doing performances, and they translate into every other thing you do. Now we're gonna try and get some photos while the sun is still setting. You ready, Em? Lego.
Meet a guy here who's an art critic from the news, and he says he gets so goddamn mad every time he sees this that he walked up to one of the artists at the show tonight and said, "How would you feel if I took a can and wrote on your graffiti?" And the artist said to him, "I kill you, man."
Found out that I can slide down these stairs, hopefully all the way. So this is a difficult shot to get, because for one, I have to make the slide, and Emily has to run down the stairs while getting a smooth shot. And there's a security guard. I think we're good.
Oh, no.
Cool, let's do one more for good luck. Yeah, you were too hasty in the beginning. Should we do one more? How did that go?
Not very well because I'm not used to running downstairs at all. So in the beginning it actually was not too bad, except for I wasn't sure on Jason's timing and Jason was figuring it out, and then once he figured it out I think I got too tired. So yeah, it didn't come together. Sucks.
So yeah, no magic moment today. But we tried. So now the sun's gone, we're pretty beat up, and I'm gonna call it a day. You still working?
Yeah. もうちょっとあるよ。もうちょっとで終わる。Are you ready to rehearsal?
We're doing rehearsal now? Okay. When we do this run through, we're not actually gonna do what we're gonna do, we're kind of just marking positions. So everybody makes sure he won't be running in or flipping into somebody else. So we'll kind of be running across the course, pretending like we're doing a show. Right now, Zen is talking to his two biggest fans who followed him all the way to Sweden. Oh, sorry, those are the two biggest fans.
From abroad, actually. All the way from abroad to support him.
We came all the way to Japan.
Oh.
I can dream, okay? I can dream.
Yeah, of course. Everyone can do that.
That's what I was saying.
No, take your time, Zen. Take your time.
Are you guys okay back there?
Yeah, we're totally fine.
Tomorrow is the day.
Let's go.